Hey everyone, Jennifer Lee Chan here from NBC Sports Bay Area. It is just a few days away. Today is Tuesday, and on Thursday, we will get to see players on the field for the first time. The 2025 iteration of the 49ers will hit the field, and we'll get to see them for the very first time. It's been so long since we've seen players on the field, but that is what we're going to do. The rookies will be out there, the vets will be out there. Should be a fun, interesting afternoon. And I wrote notes for me to talk about today, and where'd they go? Here we go. I've been doing kind of a little rookie highlight, and today we're going to talk about two different wide receivers. We'll talk about Junior Bergen and Isaiah Nayor. So, two wide receivers. Junior Bergen was brought onto the team to be a returner, kickoff and punt returner. They have Ricky Pearsall. I think they want to use him as just a wide receiver. They also have Jacob Cowing. It apparently seems that, maybe he's not exactly what they're looking for. Maybe they want him to do more offensive work. I'm not really sure what's going on there. John Lynch during offseason program said, hey, we're looking for both Ricky Pearsall and Jacob Cowing to take a step forward. The 49ers are looking for that. Now, Junior Bergen is a guy who is strictly a return star. Now, he wants to obviously play across the board, use his versatility. So he does. He says he's a good blocker. He says a good route runner. So he will have an opportunity to compete with Ricky Pearsall and Jacob Cowing for snaps on the offense. Juwan Jennings, as of right now, is wide receiver one, and we'll see kind of where it plays out. So these two wide receivers, both different, completely different body styles. Junior Bergen is a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller. Not a huge guy, but definitely I think he's a little bit more shifty. He's going to be a guy that has been very dynamic in returning. And with new special teams coordinator Brant Boyer, this is a guy who he wanted. So apparently he played with Brant Boyer's son in Montana, and that's where he kind of knows Brant Boyer from. They talked during the process, and he was really excited when he got the call. So he's kind of a guy who went in the seventh round a little bit later. He was getting calls. His agent was getting calls about being an undrafted free agent. And there were a lot of options open to him, but obviously he got drafted by the 49ers in the seventh round. The most interesting thing we learned about Junior Bergen is that we asked what his goals were coming into the NFL, seventh round pick. He's like, I want to be in the Hall of Fame. He said, it's been my dream since being a kid, no matter where that's out on the field. It could be if he is Devin Hester style returner, he could make it into the Hall of Fame. I mean, Devin Hester. So, but he says he can do everything, block, catch, any way possible he wants to contribute. He sees his comp as a guy like Amon-Ra St. Brown. He likes the way St. Brown manipulates the defense. And Bergen looks like he could be shifty enough where he might be able to trick the defense into what direction he's going. A little bendy, a little twitchy. So that could be good for the 49ers. I don't know if they never really had that. I think Ricky Pearsall has some wiggle, and Juwan Jennings is just going to run you over. So, I think there's an opportunity for Junior Bergen. He did at rookie minicamp say he ran into Ricky Pearsall, met him, and then he met CMC Christian McCaffrey, and he said that was a little bit of a star. He was a little starstruck. Guys that he's seen play for several years. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey, star of the league, offensive player of the year, that type of thing. So little starstruck there, but I think the thing that Junior Bergen said excites him the most is the opportunity that he's going to have with the 49ers looking at another seventh round pick in Brock Purdy. He knows he's going to have to work hard to get his opportunities, and that's kind of this theme, which I think is commendable for this rookie class. They're all talking about how hard they're going to have to work to get into the league, or to get to make it in the league, and then also getting reps on the team with the 49ers. So Isaiah Nayor, completely different body style, ginormous guy, looks like he could be similar to DK Metcalf, just big, really fit. You see him on the field. He's a guy that absolutely stands out. He's very fast. He ran a 4.4. So like a big guy that can run that fast could have huge opportunities. Now he is an undrafted free agent. He said he had multiple offers to sign with teams after the draft was over. But he came to the 49ers because of the opportunities that he could have with the team. Now, Andrew Hayes Stoker is in his third season with the 49ers. Was a defensive quality control guy last 2 years. This year, he is an assistant defensive backs coach. Now, Andrew Hayes Stoker did coach he coached wide receivers at University of Illinois. So Isaiah Nayor said one of the reasons he came to the 49ers is because Andrew Hayes Stoker recruited him back at Illinois. They spoke. He said, hey, he knows this whole story. And he said, as long as he works hard, he's going to have opportunities. And again, just like Junior Bergen, you look at the guys who have made it, like Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings was wide receiver one last year. You look at Brock Purdy, 262. Every running back the 49ers have had that hasn't been drafted, they've had incredible opportunities. You look at Elijah Mitchell, all these guys that, you know, Raheem Mostert that bounced around the league, but they found guys who worked. As long as they work hard, they've got a chip on their shoulder. You can succeed with the 49ers. They'll give you opportunities, but you've got to show that you work hard. So, Isaiah Nayor, I asked him, I said, hey, is it guys like Brock Purdy, who are, undrafted free agents that have gotten their second contract? They've gotten it with the Niners. Are you excited about that opportunity? Is that part of the reason that you came to the 49ers? And he said, absolutely. Charvarius Ward getting his contract. Brock Purdy, obviously, he wants to get to that next level because undrafted free agent contracts, they don't make a lot of money. So he wants to put in the work. And, his goal is to get to that point where he gets his second contract. Now, he's a big guy. And so I think Matt Barrow said, you're kind of similar to DK Metcalf. And Isaiah Nayor said the guy he watched the most is Des Bryant. Very similar body style. He says he's obviously going to put that Cowboys affiliation to the side. It's all 49ers from now on, as long as he's with the team. So, but that's what he wants to do. He wants to match, similar things to Des Bryant, what he can do on the field. So these wide receivers are going to have to battle it out. It's Juwan Jennings, it's Ricky Pearsall, it's Jacob Cowing, Demarcus Robinson. We'll see what's going to happen. We still haven't heard whether Demarcus Robinson is going to be suspended for, a couple weeks or not. So we'll see what happens there. Lots of moving parts with this wide receiver room. So if guys do a good job during OTAs and training camp, they definitely could earn some reps on the field. So Kyle Shanahan is very much about that. Do the work, stay caught up, get in your playbook, and you could have opportunities. So we'll see what happens. But those are two wide receivers to keep an eye out for. I'll keep an eye out for them when they're on the field on Thursday. And obviously, I'll have more for you later on this week. Hope you all are well. Talk to you soon. Happy Tuesday afternoon.